Most people think once you put a rooftop tent and a bed rack on your truck that it is a permanent fixture that is not going to come off while you drive your truck, while you have your truck. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for how I use my vehicle. I need something that is adventure ready and can become weekday practical very easily. And that's why I want the modular build. In my current setup, I have a tonneau cover that has a T-slot rail that allows me to quickly take on and off the bed rack and the rooftop tent within 30 minutes to an hour, probably shorter than that once you get used to it. But it really allows the truck to be used for multiple use cases. So let's quickly go over my current configuration. We've talked about this in a couple other videos, but right now I have a FSR rooftop tent to an up top overland bed rack that is affixed by T-slot rails into my tonneau cover. If you want my modularity build, you're gonna have to have some kind of T-slot rail to be able to do this. You could probably do it with another bed rack type. It would probably take you a little bit longer. This is the quickest and easiest way to be able to take this on and off as you see fit. Also consider weight when you're building out your bed loadout. If you want to do this by yourself, the rooftop tent here is 120 pounds. The up top overland rack is 50 pounds. This is something I can manhandle myself. I've been cultivating this mass over the years by lifting weights, this mid physique that you see in front of you. I do lift weights. I'm not some power lifter, crazy bodybuilder. I think most people would be able to take this on and off by themselves with a little bit of ingenuity. Two people, very easy to take care of and take this off yourself. So we're gonna go through, I'm gonna detach the rooftop tent first. I'm gonna move that off to the side. I'm gonna keep it here in the garage. I'd really like to be able to have a pulley system to take this on and off a lot easier. It'd make the process way faster and way less strenuous. But right now, this is what we got to work with, just pure Greek god body physique, gonna lift this off. So we're gonna get to work on this, take it off, and we'll talk a little bit more about why this is a good option for you. All right, so as I work taking these bolts out, I want to talk to you about why I like to keep it modular. So the Ranger Raptor is a performance truck, as we all know. This rooftop tent definitely makes a difference in driving performance as you're driving around. You have 120 pounds, 180 pounds total with the bed rack that's sitting above your, not low center of gravity in the truck. You can definitely feel it as you're going around turns. Being able to take this on and off will allow you to go off into the mountains over the weekend, have this thing set up to have the luxuries of having a rooftop tent without you having to be stuck with it all the time when you're driving around. You just want to go rip it down some dirt roads or rip it to work in sport mode. I like this setup a lot. I don't see it talked about a lot. Most times when you see overland builds, it's all or nothing. You're fully invested. You have everything hard mounted and bolted in and whatever. I don't think it has to be that way. I really like this setup. And I'm going to show you around how long it takes for us to do it. But it's really simple. And I think this is the best of both worlds for all of you like me that use this as your daily driver. Also, this is probably pretty obvious, but as you're doing this, I highly suggest you get a dedicated little Ziploc bag and label it of where your hardware is going if you're intending on taking this on and off like I do, because you will lose all of these parts. Be organized. And this coming from someone that's not an organized person. So I was just thinking about it. As we are taking this off, I say I am, you're not helping. But as I'm taking this off, I think I'm gonna measure how much sag is with 180 pounds coming off the back. It may be helpful for some of you in case you're doing springs or something like that to know how much this weighs down the sag on the truck. So let's take that measurement right now. All right, this is with the rooftop tent on. We're gonna say, let's see, I'm gonna say 39 and a quarter. 39 and a quarter from center to the ground to the top of the fender here, or the bottom of the fender. So yeah, 39 and a quarter. All right, so now we start, which is probably the sketchiest part of this whole situation, is sliding the rooftop tent off. So we're gonna slide it to me, sit it down vertically on the tailgate, and then I'm just gonna bear hug it, pick it up off the tailgate and onto the ground. Like I said, it's like 120 pounds, get a firm grip. If you're not confident in what you can bear hug, or if you don't have long arms to be able to do this, get a friend, use your wife, I don't know, figure out a way to do it. But you can do this yourself if you have relatively long arms and you've lifted weights a couple times in your life. So let's start. We didn't die. All right, and now we're gonna move it to its winter resting place, which is over here to the side. Damn, I really don't wanna move my little curve here, so let's see if we can just pick it up and move it without having to do anything too crazy. Oh man. This is when being fat and having a lot of inertia comes in handy. There we go. And that's where it's gonna sit for a little while. I've stored it like this before, haven't had any problems, so hoping we don't break anything, but I've stored it like this for a winter before, didn't have any problems, so I think it'll be good. Like I said, eventually I'd love to get some kind of pulley system just to pick it up, lower it down, but we're not there yet. I'll show you the one I've been eyeballing right here. It looks like a pretty cool solution. It's expensive, but it's all one package, put together, electric, probably a lot cheaper option. So if any of you have a better idea or maybe a better option, it's a little bit cheaper to do a pulley system, let me know in the comments below. Thanks. So now we're gonna take off the bed rack. And this time, we're gonna make things a little bit quicker. We're using power tools this time. So, not really able to use power tools underneath, just the way it's situated, but this will be much quicker. Right now, we're 10 minutes in, so I think we can do this under 30 minutes. Let's see. All right, so that took all of 5 minutes to do. So we're gonna take the rack off the same way we did the rooftop tent, and we are going to then put it down in the basement, which is probably gonna be the hardest part of this for me. But yeah, it's pretty much it. And then we'll take a look around and I'll do a remeasurement of how much sag was taken out by taking all this off. So we're gonna take this thing off now. Oh, mama. Oop, that's not good. Talking about lifting weights and all that shit. I probably need to get your cardio up too, because going up and down these stairs is kicking my ass. All right, now that everything is off, let's see where we're at height-wise. Let's see. We're at 40. I'd say 40. Yeah, right at 40 inches. So about 3/4 of an inch, right? Because we were at 39 1/4, so 3/4 an inch of height, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it definitely gives it that look to where it's not like squatting its ass. So I think it'll look better. All right, so I timed it. We were about 23 minutes and some change. So under 30 minutes, we can get all this off. That's even including me taking things down in the basement, me moving the thing over there and taking it like off the truck itself. If I had a hoist system that could take it straight up, I could say you could do it probably in 15 minutes, honestly. Super easy, even by yourself. If you're like me and you can pick up and move some stuff around, you should be able to do it too. So now that we have it off, I'm gonna do some cleanup here on the top, and then we're gonna hit the B-roll of what this looks like without the bed rack on it. We haven't seen it since we've had the roof rack on top, so roll that B-roll. All right, so it's been roughly 24 hours since I've taken off the rooftop tent. I wanted to give it some time, drive it around, so I can give you a comparison of before and after, because it's been a while since I drove it without the rooftop tent. Night and day difference. It drives so much better without the rooftop tent on there. It makes a huge difference in the driving dynamics, turning corners. I mean, surprise, surprise, but it feels way better to drive. Arguably, as you can see by the B-roll, I think it looks better too. So I think with this modular build, if you want to have a rooftop tent or a bed rack, but you're worried about how it affects the driving characteristics and the looks of the truck, I would say do the modular build. I'd say go with the way that I did this, or come up with your own way, but with the T-slot rails, I think is the best way to be able to take it on and off pretty quickly. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you appreciated this, or if this was helpful, let me know down in the comments below. Give me a like and subscribe if you can. We're gonna try to get to 1,000 subscribers, keep growing the channel, and we may be doing a trip to Moab in a couple of weeks. So we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks everybody, peace.